the original goal of this video was to bring you an inexpensive prom look, but as we were filming we realized that the gold shadow that we were using just wasn't going to pop enough, so we turned it into a glittery smoky eye with a pop of color. And come on, who doesn't like glitter? So anyways, I'm just going to jump into the video, and I also want to apologize for the camera being a little shaky. Nicole and I are still trying to figure out the best way to film these videos, so we're still working on it, but we'll get there. So the first thing I did was I just primed her skin, primed her eyes, and now I'm going in with a medium tone brown from a NYX palette that I got in my Ipsy bag. As usual, all the products used in this video will be in the bottom bar below, but this here is just like a pretty medium brown and it has a little gold shimmer to it, and all I'm doing is just applying it to her crease. I'm just starting from the outer corner and working my way in small circles, windshield waiver motions. You don't have to be completely perfect with this, just kind of get it in there and get it on there. So this is the part where the whole vision of the video just turned out different. As you can see, I'm putting on some gold here. I thought this gold was going to be really pigmented and pretty, but it just ended up being completely sheer and not really visible, and it really didn't give the pop that I wanted. So unfortunately, some drugstore products do appeal better than they actually apply. So this is where I just decided that this look wasn't going to pop enough for me, and I decided to add glitter instead. Although I didn't like the gold that was in this palette, I did like the two other shades of brown. So what I'm using here is a darker brown, and all I'm doing is just darkening up the outer corners of the crease, just going in little small circles, just from the outside in, just on the outer edge. Like in the last video, I'm using my 286 brush by MAC, my ultimate favorite, and I'm just using a little bit of a bigger brush just to kind of give a nice diffused look, and then I'm going to go in with a pencil brush and sharpen it up. I'm going to go in with a pencil brush and just define it a little more closely and just kind of make a little C shape or a little V shape. So when using glitter, it's always a good idea to have something to help the glitter stick a little bit more. Some people like to use water, some people like to use setting spray. I used a product from Too Faced. It's just called a glitter glue. So all I'm doing here is just dabbing on some glitter glue, and then I'm gonna just pat some glitter onto it and just really try to pack it in there. It's important that you try not to pack on too much glitter, because if you end up with way too much glitter, what's going to happen is it's just going to fall all over your face every time you blink. So as you can see, this is an extremely messy step, so you always want to do your eyes before you do your foundation, just so that you don't get glitter all over your foundation and you can just clean it up a little more easily. On your lid, and try not to get it up in your crease area, because as you can see here, it took a little while for me to kind of blend it out and get rid of the extra glitter that was moving up top. About working with glitter is it's very hard to blend, so all I'm doing here is just going back and blending all my colors that I previously used, just reapplying them, blending them, and just trying to make them marry together with the glitter. I do apologize for the length of this video. I know it's a little bit long, but unfortunately I just wasn't used to working with the NYX products, so the shadows were a little harder to blend than normal, and they were just giving me a little more of a tough time, so it did take a little bit. Those of you who know me, you know I love me some glitter, so I think this look would be great for for me, anywhere, but I think it's a great prom look. I think it's great if you're going to a wedding, wearing a simple black dress, or a New Year's look. To me, glitter has no appropriate holiday. It's good every day. And right over that dark brown color in the crease, I'm just going to take a little bit of Brown Script by MAC and just go right over it and kind of blend it in and just give it a little bit more of an orange glow. With a little bit of nude shadow, I'm just going to go underneath her brow and just make sure everything is nice and matte and nice and blended. And finally, we can wipe that mess away. It could sure look like a hot mess until this point, so you always want to make sure that you clean up all that glitter so that when you apply your foundation, it's not mixing with it. I know, I need to stop blending. I just wanted to make this look completely perfect, and I am such a perfectionist, so here I go again, blend, blend, blend. If you're trying to do this yourself and you feel like it's not coming out right, don't give up until you fully follow through, because the liner and the lashes can really pull the look together. Using my small Sigma precision brush and some Maybelline gel liner, I'm just giving her a little bit of cat eye and just starting from the outside and then going back to the inside and just pulling the two sides together. Getting the liner to cover the glitter can be a little bit tough sometimes. I find gel to be the best way to cover the glitter, and as you can see, I'm just going back and forth until it's fully covered. At this point, I'm just going to go in with my definer brush and some black shadow and just kind of smooth over all the gel liner and all over the glitter, just to give it a fully matte look. Now that I've completed the top, I'm just going to start to drag that top down to the bottom to make sure that they connect. And in this next step, you can either go all black underneath, or what I'm going to do is add a pop of purple, or you can use any color that you prefer. Purple eyeliner pencil from Sephora, and all I'm doing is rubbing it into her lower lash line. Don't worry, if you don't have a colored eyeliner pencil, just use an eyeshadow. So with a pencil brush or any small brush that you have, you just want to take a little bit of eyeshadow. What I'm using here is just a purple shadow, and just rub it all in and just kind of blend it all out and give it a little bit more color. A little bit of my favorite Rimmel mascara, and then we're ready for some falsies. I apologize if you can't really see how I applied the lashes, and it did get cut off because the card was full, but we will make a video showing you how to apply false lashes. Are sparkling and beautiful, I'm just going to use some L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation on her just to give her a little bit of a more even skin complexion. If you're wondering what this pink thing I'm using is, this is called the Beauty Blender. This is my absolute favorite way to apply foundation. It applies it very lightly, and seeing how Jen has such beautiful skin, she really doesn't need a heavy application, so what this does is just gives her a very light finish. I'm just going to go in and conceal a little bit under her eyes with my favorite Maybelline Under Eye Corrector Stick. With the banana powder from the Anastasia contour kit, I'm just going to go in and seal up that concealer and just make it more matte. To bring some life and dimension to her face, I'm going to use an NYC bronzer. This is a very inexpensive bronzer. I think it goes for $2.99 and it works exceptionally well. The most important thing to know about bronzer is you never want to apply it to your entire face. You always want to apply it to around your temples, around your forehead, around your jawline, and just really give your face a nice contour without too much bronzer. Using a Physicians Formula blush, I'm just working it around the apples of her cheeks, just towards her ear and little buffing motions. I'm also going to use a Physicians Formula highlighter and apply it to the tops of her cheeks, underneath the brow, and into the tear ducts. Even though Jen has some pretty great brows, I'm just going to take a little bit of brown shadow on an angle brush and kind of just give her a little bit more of a longer brow and fill in the spaces that just need a little bit more filling. So I'm just going to finish off the look with a pretty pink lipstick by Revlon and a butter gloss by NYX. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Feel free to comment below with any video suggestions, comments, critique, anything is welcome. And a big thank you to Jen Bergeron for being our beautiful model for this video. Thanks, Jen!